Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a Tengu Summoner of Gozag, and in the last episode, I have a little bit of an update for you. We did a little bit of debugging to see what the deal is with Salamander Stormcallers, whether they actually should have in their description. Where is it? Right, so this ritual takes some time to complete, and it looked to me like it was an instant. And it sort of is, but it turns out it's pretty interesting. They have to... When they attempt to cast Firestorm, the first 2 times they try to cast it, instead they just charge it up. And then the 3rd time it actually works. So I think that's sort of a fair description, and I'm probably going to leave it alone. But I did mention it in the dev channel in case somebody thinks that it could be described better. So that's kind of a cool new mechanic that I didn't know about. Whoever updated that. Decided that it was better than having them chant, because it used to be you could sort of cheese Stormcallers by like, oh, they're chanting, let's walk around the corner, and then their Firestorm doesn't do anything. And now it's still an attack they use rarely, and it costs them several turns to do it, but you can't just like step out of the way anymore. So that's kind of nice. I think it's a reasonable fix. So let's go finish Lair, I suppose. I don't know exactly what stuff is going to be down there, but exclamation point, why? Because there used to be a bunch of exclusions there. Okay. Remove the warning and let's keep going. Rupert confuses me. Well, let's try to go up the stairs, I guess. Now Rupert paralyzes me. But I got up the stairs. Alright, well let's just use a different staircase. That one seems a little bit dangerous. This one's not so great either, honestly. But it's fine. Where's the downstairs? Not that one. That one looks alright. And here we are, Lair 8. Great. We got 4 yaks. That's another good shadow creatures. I bet we're not going to be able to make it all the way to a rune in this video. Maybe if I weren't trying to do Lair 8 and a rune in the first video. Or in a single video, rather. Jeez. Death yaks are tough customers. But it shouldn't. We should be able to get like halfway through a rune branch, I would think, in this video. Is my guess. And the branch I would choose, probably Shoals actually, just because I can fly. I don't know. Shoals is not a nice place. But I don't have poison resistance, which is a very useful thing to have in Spider. And I'm not sure exactly. Briar branches. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how useful evasion versus armor is in Spider. Like, I know you want to have some of both. If you have very low armor, you know, the fact that the spiders hit you quite hard can catch you off guard because they hit so often. But like, if you have a ton of evasion instead, is that just as good? Seems like it ought to be pretty good, but I guess it makes the damage even spikier, where in Spider it's already kind of spiky. Which could be pretty dangerous, so I don't know. This is junk loot. Is there another? I'm not sure. I don't remember if the forest ending is a large or a small ending. You get, in Lair 8, you get either 2 small endings or 1 large ending. And I think the forest is probably large, but I'm not really sure. We'll see. It seems like we're doing okay to just tab through everything. And, well, okay, and then there's some death yaks, which are... Ooh, 5 elephants. Oh, yeah. Let's go, guys. We got this now, hopefully. Shadow creatures is, like... It's so nuts sometimes. Oh, how's Azuku's armor? Not great yet. It's a friendly elephant. Book of Death. I don't really need... There's not going to be any corpses, so we're not going to learn that. Sublimation of Blood, nah. Agony is pretty good if you put some points into Necromancy. Are Tengu even any good at Necromancy? I don't think so, right? No, they're alright at it. Interesting. Like, Bolt of Draining could be kind of handy. But... I don't know. So Necromancy is something we could branch out into, and if we do, this would be a good book. But it's not good enough to make me want to go into Necromancy all by itself, I guess is my opinion on that item. And I mean, Excruciating Wounds is an excellent spell to have access to if you are going Necromancy, because characters who can cast Excruciating Wounds tend not to have, like, a ton of melee damage, but you have a ton of Necromancy, and so being able to add the Pain brand to your weapon can dramatically increase your damage output in just tabbing stuff. Right now, though, with a +9 flail, we're doing fine. This isn't a weapon I would want for, like, the end game, and, well, what am I trying to say? But in the end game, like, having Excruciating Wounds is not that great either, because a lot of stuff resists Necromancy. So, I don't know. And this should carry us through the mid game, I guess. Let's head to Shoals and see what it's like in there. God, Shoals is just so nasty. I'm actually inclined to try Spider first and see how bad it is. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. There's Rupert. Can I just, like, do bad stuff to him? Like, be dead? Everything kill Rupert, please? Yeah. That's going okay. Yeah, with all these summons in the way, he at least can't paralyze us. Alright, there he goes. See you later, Rupert. Cool. Azuku's armor is just getting there slowly. We're really not great at these spell schools. But I'm just going to keep working on fighting and dodging, like, basically indefinitely. It's not the only way we have of dealing damage, but they're both quite important. Like, because melee is important, and HP is important, and... Alright, well, so that very entrance to Spider went fine, but that's no guarantee that it's going to stay fine, and I need to hang out. I need to have an escape route ready at all times in here, because it can get nasty in a hurry, I suspect, given how fragile our character is. If I'm caught out in the open, without at least, like, a wall to get behind me. Wow! That boulder beetle hit super hard, and wow, I blocked him. It's just 4 shield. Jeez. Okay. So that does not give me a great deal of confidence about how Spider is going to go. But, I mean, we made it. We weren't ever, I don't know, I guess we were in some slight danger from the boulder beetle. But that's not going to be the main threat in Spider, I don't think. Okay, yeah, let's not auto-explore. Auto-explore is the devil. I need to be more careful than that. Let's just read this and forget small mammal, whatever. Don't auto-explore, don't auto-explore. Whoa. I just thought of an idea. I just disabled auto-explore. Look at that, it doesn't work. I can turn that off later. But it never occurred to me, like when I'm trying to remember not to do something you ordinarily do, like you can literally make it not be possible. Just change the key mappings temporarily. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I'm going to do that regularly, but it's nice to have the option. It's an interesting thing to try out. All right, so Spider seems to be going okay. But, I mean, on the other hand, that's because I've been dodging the attacks. We got to keep in mind that that's the thing about evasion is it's all good as long as you keep dodging, and then if you ever don't dodge, it's really not good at all. And in particular, these orb spiders, you can't block, or you can't dodge, I'm sorry, Orb of Destruction. And it will do a ton of damage. So you can block it with a shield, or with by getting a summon in the way, but your evasion doesn't help. Yeah, see, I tried to auto-explore. Thanks for reminding me that I shouldn't do that. Jeez. That's pretty handy, actually. If you really think you shouldn't be auto-exploring and that you'll do it anyway, I think this is a valuable feature. But it looks like Lightning Spire is doing a pretty good job of things here. I wish it would attack more often, but all right, let's work on charms now. And get like, oh yeah, 1 wolf spider. I guess I got a wolf spider and a jumping spider. It's fine. A new amulet. Put it on? Sure. Inaccuracy. Finally, I have multiple scrolls of Remove Curse. How about that, huh? I will want Auto Explorer just to hoover up all these items on the ground when I'm done, and to let me know when I'm done exploring. So I don't know. Maybe disabling Auto Explorer was too drastic a measure, but I think it's fine. Entropy Weaver. They changed, right? Yeah. So they no longer chant entropy. They just sort of have a smite targeted erosion ability. Which is nice. What was that? My charms went up? Cool. Let's just eat this meat ration, I guess. Oh, I keep reaching for that O button. I really want to auto explore. Please just let me auto explore. It's I'm glad I can't. Because like everything in Spider is kind of fine until you get caught out in the open, and then you're like, wow, Spider is really horrible. Oh my god. Everything is cursed. I hate this game. How are we doing? We're about done here. So let's go ahead and clear that macro and auto explore. So we can pick up all this junk and macro this to do nothing, and great. How are we for time? Still quite early in the video. Plenty of time to do at least Spider 2. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a rune after all. Oh, I can't auto explore. I keep trying. I'm not pressing the button. You guys would see if I were pressing the button, but I'm like, my finger is twitching, and I'm like, I gotta press O. Is there a spare key that I could put like, yes, seriously, please auto explore? Where could I put that if I wanted to? They unbound this key, right? No, this key. That key doesn't do anything anymore. Well, let's try it. No. Yuck. Macro this to O. Okay. This is an experiment. Now I can't auto explore, but if I ask nicely, I can. And maybe that'll be a good compromise. It's not something that I would want like in my RC or in my macros permanently, but it's better than having to unmap and remap the macro over and over when I decide, yes, I really do want to auto explore. I wonder, like, is Spider really so dangerous? I'm just trying to convince myself that it's okay to auto explore, so I don't have to walk manually. It's just, it's funny that like this isn't the first time I've been like I should definitely not auto explore, you know, in Spider or anywhere. I've thought that before, but this is the first time it's actually occurred to me to like disallow it. And I wonder, like, is Spider really so scary that it's the first place where I would actually think of doing this? Seems kind of weird. And I guess it's not that Spider is scary so much as, like, auto explore can put you into particularly scary situations compared to what you would get if you were walking around a little bit more carefully. Because auto explorer just has no consideration at all for tactical safety. Which, I mean, it shouldn't. It's just like, you know, as a player, I can't auto explore, can't do it. All right. As a player, when you're exploring, you can like step around corners, make sure you're not totally exposing yourself to a terrible angle or whatever it is that's scary. But Auto Explorer just like wants to make sure you see everything, and that's basically the only priority there is. Often, it ends up not taking you into terribly dangerous situations because you see one monster and then it like waits. But there's no guarantee. And it'll take you out in the open, which like the one thing I'm doing right now, ow, is oh my gosh, I got paralyzed again. All right, let's quaff curing here. All right, we got him. is I'm trying to stick close to walls. I don't want to auto-explore out in the open, because that is where you can get surrounded quickly by, like, let's say there were some trapdoor spiders hiding under the floor, and like you also I guess even it's like, it's not even so much that auto-explorer takes you out into the open and then you can be like suddenly ambushed by 8 monsters at a time or whatever, although you can. But it's like you're auto-exploring and you see one monster and you're like, oh, there's no problem, I'll just hit tab. And then it's like, yeah, but you're out in the open and more monsters could show up. Whereas, like, if you were auto-exploring, or if you were manually exploring like this, and you see one monster, it's probably safe to fight him a little bit, because you're in a better tactical position when the fight starts. Whereas, if you were auto-exploring, you would be in quite... Ooh. Do I wear clarity here? Because you're just in a better tactical situation because you're sticking around near walls, and so your immediate reaction of, oh, it's just one monster, it'll be fine, tends to be right. Whereas if you've been auto-exploring, oh, it's just one monster, it'll be fine, like, you can be in such a bad tactical situation that that's the incorrect response. I think I will actually still just keep on regen. Like, clarity is good, but tarantellas are not the only frightening thing in Spider. And if I do get confused, you know, I can just put on quaff curing. That's the word I was looking for. Crude ring mail, interesting. We're getting very close to being able to comfortably auto-explore, which will be nice. Well, that's, you know, basically when you declare victory on the floor. All right, this looks good. Let's just go auto-exploring. Oh, it's actually a lot of spiders. Okay, so there's still plenty of monsters around, but we know there's no, like, enormous areas with a ton of spiders hanging around, I guess. Hopefully. And so we can afford to be pretty reckless. Great, we did it. And this has been a short video, but I think I'll end it here. I don't know how long Spider 4 is going to be, but 3 plus 4 would be probably a reasonable length for a video. We'll see. But I'm gonna just get right back into that. So we should have that rune real soon now. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.